The major deaths that like we took, like my brother, Lats, and Biss is like, I don't know, man. I thought like the first one with Lats was like, I don't know, just it ruined everything, you know what I mean? Nothing's the same, it won't be the same. So, yeah. But I don't know. I didn't think that nothing could get worse, do you know what I mean? And then Biss died, I was in jail when that happened, so it's like, you know? I don't know.
This is long overdue.
Yeah.
Mr. Loski. Big Ski, what's going on, brother?
What you saying, bro? It's good, it's good.
I'm good, man. We met the first time we was doing a session, and I was just like, bro, you're quick, bro.
Yeah.
Anthony told me this.
Yeah.
Like, first I want to start with is like, in terms of like the Spartans, what's the dynamics in terms of how you guys all creatively come together? Because I think you all have different styles, but I think the way that you approach music is all unique.
I don't know. We ain't even spoke about that. I think like we just think we're all cold, and we all got the same fan base but different fans. So some people might prefer Blanco, some people might prefer Mizzo Mac, some people might prefer me, some might prefer TG. Like people got their favorites, you know. So we just know who we connect with and know what we're good at, and give it to them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Something that we spoke about when we was in the studio, I said that just before you sat down the last time, bro, like the sky was the limit, man.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, how do you reconcile being almost like in pole position and then there's someone else comes in front and it's...
Yeah. I don't know, like, I didn't, like, beat myself up about it, like, oh, man, why is this guy there and I'm here? Like, I just saw it as, cool, I know when I get out, I know what I need to do, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, it channels you to just be in a proper position and just go for what you need to go for, because you know what you lost. It's almost like everything was so easy. Like, when I come out of Feltham, it was like, I got signed in, like, 6-7 months. My shows are selling out, my tunes are banging, I'm doing bare shows. Then, like, the summer where I went jail was like, I was going into something mad. So it was just almost easy, like, people, especially where I come from, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to make it out your ends, let alone just get into this industry like that. For man, it was mad easy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I almost wasn't trying as much, do you know what I mean? It was just like, you're the new young hotness, and like one of the first as well, do you know what I mean? Because everyone else was coming through the door, but no one else was my age, no one else was 18, 19, shelling it, do you know what I mean? So I'm just competing with bare big man and that, but it's sick, do you know what I mean? But getting that taken away and going to jail was almost like jolting. I wasn't even taking it as serious, even though I was taking it very serious, but I didn't know what it was like to lose it. It was like I almost forgot where I came from and what it's like to be back in, do you know what I mean? So not that I needed it, but I don't know, it made me more hungry, so.
I ain't never sat down, but bro, like, I don't know if you could speak on it, but just before you sat down, you was about to shoot a video with a big artist.
Yeah.
You talk about that?
Yeah, I had two, so cool. The day before, I was I was at my label in since '93, so we was planning with the directors and that to go fly out to Nigeria. We was literally booking our flights, you know, for the end of April to shoot the video of the video, which I've still done now. So it's like everything that I'm doing now is what I was meant to do. Even this Stormzy video is like, we was booking that still for the end of the month as well. So it's like I'm just catching up on my run that I was meant to do. So yeah, man.
Is the Stormzy record now the same record that you was gonna be on before?
Yeah.
So literally just...
Yeah. It's like, instead, it's like they just done the Vossi Wop tune, or, you know? But the flavor would have come out. So
no, but you was originally gonna be on Vossi Wop.
No. It was Flavor. Flavor was meant to come out instead. Do you get it? So it was like when I heard Vossi Wop come out and then it went #1, I was like, joking, that could have been Flavor.
Got it. The timing of it. Bro, like you're young. I mean, but you've lived, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
of
course, of course.
When you sit down, like, bro, how do you just process all that's going on? Because there's things happening in real life, you know, there's just crazy things going on, but like, how do you stay motivated to...
I don't know, like, best way I could put it, like, music and my real life are not the same thing. They're nothing alike, you know? So Loski and my real name Jyrelle, two different people. Do you know what I mean? Jyrelle's my normal life, my family problems, my friend problems, whatever's going on out there, I gotta handle that. My fans don't pay to see Jyrelle, they pay to see Loski. So anytime I'm in interviews or anything business related, I just gotta put that Loski show on and do you know what I mean? Like I just give that to them because they ain't paying to see my Jyrelle feelings or what's going on there. You know what I mean? If I go to a show and something just happened, I still have to perform as Loski. So I always gotta give fans that Loski, anyone that Loski energy. You know what I mean? Because that's what's selling. That's what's yeah.
When did you first realize that you have to be too different?
Um,
Well, not too different, but the hats change.
for long, you know what I mean? Like you always know it in the back of your mind because you act a different way. Do you know what I mean? Like I could be quiet the whole day, not in the mood, but then I go studio and then that's Loski. Do you know what I mean? But like, maybe even like as close as like 2 weeks ago, you know, like I had an interview the other day, but I wasn't even in the mood, whatever, and I done like some rubbish and that. Like I was a little Zoom interview and I didn't put my camera on or anything. So like my management, like PR team was kind of upset with me almost. Like they didn't understand why I was like that. Do you know what I mean? But even though management knew that that wasn't me, it's like some people don't know that side, so they might think if I'm acting one way, that's just Loski, but it's not. It's like I carried something into my job which I shouldn't have done. So it's like, nah, no, just put your game face on. Loski's one person, Jyrelle's another person.
No, but I think that adapting to that is
Yeah.
at a young age is crazy because
No, it's hard. It's hard.
how do you deal with the paranoia? Because I think, bro, like everyone knows your face.
Yeah, I don't like that, but
Like, can you move? I mean, prior to this, were you moving around freely, or do you have to always be on your P's and Q's?
I don't know. I think before rapping, like, I didn't really have places to go like that. I didn't know anything else, you know what I mean? Just, like, the badness and, do you know what I mean? Just my estate. So it wasn't like I would be anywhere like that to really be seen. There was nothing going on for me like that. But now, yeah, of course, like, you got to move a certain way. Because there's haters, there's just sometimes you're just trying to chill out and there's fans, like, and you can't be mad at your fans, so...
They always demand attention from you, right?
No, of course, but man owe it to them, do you know what I mean? Because without them, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in, so...
Do you know when I first really felt that your situation was taken off when I saw the MTV situation?
Yeah.
And I was like, and I was talking to Ant, and I was like, yeah, he's gone, bro.
Yeah, you see how far Lewis Capaldi's gone now? That guy's
Yeah.
gone. I was battling with him, he's gone now.
Bro, it's like... But see, even at that point, yeah, as you said,
Yeah.
like you said, things were coming a bit fast.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the period when you felt it was coming easy?
Yeah. Even then, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know who he was, do you know what I mean? And now he's just gone. So even, like, competing against him was sick. But, like, therefore, all that period, probably from, like, I don't know, man. Everything just moved fast. Like, everything. It still feels like I only done Forrest Gump the other day, do you know what I mean? So, like, I think, like, after that song is when everything was, like, moving quick. Like, after all the shows and everything kicked in, so...
What? Okay, minus the shows, what changes? Because were you still in the ends when all those songs were popping off?
No, by, like, the summer, I moved out, like, do you know? So I was gone, really. I was still going to my hood and that, like, seeing my friends, everything, because they're my friends, you know what I mean? I grew up with them. So, and it was nice, like, every time everyone in my area saw me, even, like, neighbors and that, do you know what I mean? Like, it was good just, they see me from a little boy and then see me now, it's like, oh, they was proud of me. Like, family and everyone, so. And, like, the job you're in, like, I don't know if no one knows, but it's hard, you know? Like, you don't get a lot of family time, especially as the artist, like, because I weren't living with my mum or anything, like, it's, my grandma's complaining, my auntie's complaining, I don't see them as much as I used to, do you know what I mean? Because everything's just moving. So... yeah, it was good to still keep in touch with everyone back home.
Moving out, like at a young age, like this isn't
Yeah.
like you went uni and then you went accommodation.
Yeah.
Like, how was that like moving out? Were you living by yourself or?
Yeah, do you know what's mad, yeah? Like, I don't know, some people find it lonely, but like, remember the first time I went jail, I was 15. And like, a cell is lonely, you don't have no one in jail. So I was used to like being by myself. Even though you're not by yourself in jail, you are like, you're banged up basically, like, 20 odd hours a day, do you know what I mean? So it's like I was used to being lonely from young, so it's like moving out, I was just happy to be free. Like, even this lockdown, I'm just like, you don't even know, I'm happy to be out. Like, this is not lockdown to me, do you know what I mean? Like,
Real lockdown?
Yeah, like from a young age, so I don't know, I just find it like, I was just happy for everything to be going on and my family was just happy that I got a job, so...
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, my first job is what put me in this position.
Speaking about being 15,
Yeah.
like, do you still feel the effects of like going to jail so early? Do you feel like it took you off your path a bit, or?
Yeah, it mashed me up, but built my story the same way. So it's hard, man. Maybe like if I didn't go through the things I went through, I wouldn't be able to rap the way I would and have the fan base I do and be so important to the genre I'm in. So it's hard, man. Like, maybe if I didn't go through the things I went through, I wouldn't rap drill. I would, do you know what I mean? I might have lived a complete different life, gone to uni, and been a different sort of artist. I don't know, but it's like, I try and more, I don't know, just learn from what's happened and teach the people around me and coming after me what not to do and try to avoid the situation. So,
I mean, talking about drill, when Harlem Spartans were really banging off, bro, I couldn't. No one could explain those views, bro. Like it was.
it's mad. I missed that though. I didn't get to.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
I was
like
in jail.
it was like one in, one out, one in, one out.
Like I done like 2 songs with them, and then I went to jail. Do you know what I mean? Like the song DJ Khaled, I didn't even get to see that video till like I come out. I felt in like 2017 when everyone was in jail. I was already in by the time that come out. Cause it's mad. Like I remember when I went jail that time in 2016 when I went Feltham, I was still using my name Jums, like my family name. My friends would call me, and then like people started coming into the jail. And like I started hearing Hazards on Westwood, and that's why I big him up all the time because he started playing it. Then you used to like to me, you look familiar now, but I'm thinking, bro, I'm from South. You lot don't know me. Like, you know what I mean? No one should know me out of my hood. It's not like that. Like, unless you're from South, you wouldn't know me. And I used to wear a mask, so I'm thinking, how would people know me? Then when you was singing Hazards, I'm like, how do you know that song? He's like, that song's banging. I'm like, that's me. He's like, that's not you. It's some you, Loski. I'm saying, that's what I use, innit? Like, but you thought I was jamming it for long. I'm saying, no, bro, that's me, fam. Like. So yeah, it was sick. Then like hearing all their songs go off, like Call Me a Spartan, Ken Where It Started, and that was sick. Because I'm hearing my dogs on the radio. Like, you already popped down. There's nothing really, you know? So, because I'm hearing them going off, I'm like, that's sick. Like, I have to come out and do that. And then when I come out, I thought I was going to do it with them. Them lot got taken away. So it's like, I literally bounced off their energy. I think that's why it was so easy for me as well. Because their energy was going off so much, they've literally gone down. I've just come into what they left.
Because everyone's anticipating when you come out.
Therefore. So that's why, like, Blanco coming out, Mizomak coming out, and just us, the energy alone, like, is just sick, do you know what I mean?
Bro,
like, they're waiting for us to just come together and give them some.
You lot like some musical chairs, man. It's
Yeah.
Blanco comes out.
Yeah.
Then you go in.
Literally.
And, like, this is now the time when you're all out. But we must be looking at, I mean, we're going to talk about your debut album.
Yeah.
But the fans are going to want to know if there's a Harlem project in the work.
There definitely has to be, like, I feel like, you know, we got a pattern starting up. Like, you know, it's just we're all busy, do you know what I mean? We're all busy, but we're still close, so we'll pattern it. We all, like, our work rates are different as well. Like, some people could write at home, some people could work in the studio, some people, yeah, it just depends what days you catch people on. We're all different personalities, as much as we're close and know each other. It's like, some people might not be feeling the studio this day, but these two are, that 2 years, that, you know, it's confusing.
Do you know what I picked up also from you, like when we spoke the other day? I think you, not finally, but you get the business you're in.
Yeah, of course. Still learning though, there's bare things I need to learn, but.
So where do you pick up your information from? Is that management? Is that label?
Just anything, like, I don't know, of course, like management, label, different artists, what other people go through, like documentaries, just bare stuff, like, I don't know. It's my job, innit? It's a competition, so I gotta learn as much. Like, I don't know, I feel like in this thing, you just gotta learn from someone, and then you know enough yourself, just carry the information, you know what I mean? Like, just hold everything in, learn off that person. You know, some people are too, like, stush and that to even want to chat to, but I don't have a problem with, like, learning from someone that knows more than I don't.
Bro, when you came out, like, no, this calendar year, bro, you've been mad active.
Yeah, trying.
And even, like Faces was on set for the shoot the other day, and you were shooting, like, 2 videos in a day.
Yeah, literally, bro.
Like, bro, that I mean, this is me speaking for myself. That's a bit much.
Yeah, but it's
like,
album mode, isn't it? So I have to work more than I've ever worked. Like, my other projects, I wouldn't say I didn't put everything in, because I did. You know what I mean? Like, I always think what I'm working towards. I need to work the like best I've ever worked. But this like was more than just like a bunch of sick. Like other projects was just like, yeah, this song's sick, this song's sick. Let's put it together, give it out to them. This one is like I've tried to put everything down to like the T. Do you know what I mean? Like story, the way it's come out. Like, do you know what I mean? All the previews and everything. So even the artists I've put on there, I've tried to work with people that I think like are really sick, and I've got a relationship with them that get where I'm trying to go with this. So yeah, man, I just hope it does well. Hope it does well. I don't mind the work.
Is it pressure now?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You're looking at the charts now?
Yeah. I'm seeing people. There's guys going #1 and that. Like, it's crazy now. But I learned like, I don't know, people won't get it, but like certain weeks you drop, it's harder to get certain charting positions and stuff. So
There's easier weeks.
yeah, like the fans will never get that though. They just want to see, yo, why you not #1, G? You know, they're gonna, you know what I mean? Or why you not there? Why you not there? But I don't know. As long as I know what I would need to do to be in a position where I'm looking for, you know what I mean? That's what I'm working towards. I ain't really. Of course, I'm watching other artists because they're my competition. So you need to be on their net. But I'm not watching another man's thing on how they done their thing, because what works for them might not work for me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think for those who don't get it, it's like you can have a month where you may sell 20,000, go #1. Mm-hmm. Another month you sell 20,000, you're not even the top 10.
Yeah. Like people probably think, oh, that's cap. But you know what? Like whoever knows. You know what I mean?
The fourth quarter is the hardest time to come out, man. You're coming out with a lot of
definitely
legacy artists and that.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, it's pressure, man. It's a little bit of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Would we be? I mean, I don't know if we can speak on this. Are you looking at deluxes? What are you looking at in terms of this?
Yeah.
This is a proper album.
I'll see how it goes, but definitely, like I think that would be sick. That would be sick. That would be a sick idea. I don't know when it will drop, but yeah, I definitely work towards that. Like even though like I've finished my album, I'm still in the studio now, like working towards my next project and just keeping busy. So I don't really stop. There's no stopping, no time for that. I missed out on a whole year. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a year behind everyone. I'm catching up. So.
And I think the other thing to put into the equation is that I feel that I hope the fans really go out and support this, because you can't do this typical like meet and greets.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like what works for some artists might not work for me. So our next man's method, you're not. Do you know what I mean? Like there's only certain other artists in the same position as me, whereas I mean like what they can do, like, you know, it's almost it's like I'm stunting my growth a bit by not going certain places, but that will all work out in the long run, man. Like I feel like in the next like year, 2 years, wherever, how long it takes, you know what I mean? I'll definitely get to a position where I could just be anywhere and, you know?
Let's talk about the album.
Mm-hmm.
When did you actually first start recording it?
February, this year. Yeah. So when I come out of prison, like maybe not February, maybe like March. Yeah, but I just started from there.
And what's the process for you, like in terms of like production? Do you already have like go-to producers, or is it A&R?
When I first come out, it was like, I was just letting like management and whoever wanted to go in a session. Like my first probably like 5 to 10 sessions was just anyone trying, because I've been away, do you know what I mean? So I was just seeing what's sick and that. And then like, I felt like I've always had a good relationship with IO sick. TSB sick. Who else do I think is cold? There's loads of cold people. Mojam, cold. Naughty Boy, cold. I've been like around him a lot recently. He's kind of sick. He's sick still. Bangles is cold. I've had a relationship with him for long, do you know what I mean? So I even speak to him for like advice and everything.
Is Ill Blue on this project?
They're not. I think I've been in with them like once. Like it's pending though, because they're cold. Like I think it's cold what they're doing. Like, do you know what I mean? Just putting tunes out as theirs and having artists on them, like it's sick. That's like a proper American thing. You know what I mean? I think that's cold. Yeah. They're hard. Big them up still. But yeah, there's like loads of producers. Like I think like the UK just producing is sick. Like it's mad talented. Do you know what I mean? I've never really been someone to want to like reach out to other countries for producing and that. Like I think home's here. Do you know what I mean? I'm comfortable with it. It's sick.
Yeah, speaking of that, bro, like when Drake comes to your show,
man,
man. That's a mad thing, bro.
Nah, cold, man, cold. That almost, like, I don't know what to tell people though. Like,
Did you know it was coming?
yeah.
So you lot was already talking.
Yeah, like he hit up. Do you know what I mean? Just to say like, yeah, he's sliding through or something. I was like, yeah, calm. But like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, it's mad, fam. I don't know. Like, that's not something I'll bring up to people like that. Like, people want arts, and I'm just like, he's calm. Like, I don't know what to say. Do you know what I mean?
Because do you know what it is? I think it's a moment for everyone else because they're thinking, well, Drake's here, but I think Drake's there as a fan of your music.
Yeah, like he's mad, chilled out. Like, I don't know, man. You just expect people to move like some. I don't know. I feel like if you're a superstar, you got a superstar personality, but it's not even the case. Like,
He's just cool, humble with it.
yeah, like just big me up and that. I was like, dope.
Bro, he's rapping your bars like proper.
Yeah. But I met him before that, so it was like I knew his energy already. Do you know what I mean? That's how when he come and all that, I was like, yeah, this guy's sick. His energy is the same.
So with the project now, when you, and I'm kind of on the cycle separately, but when do you know the project's done and how good are you at working to deadlines to deliver projects?
My thing got pushed back still. Like, yeah, it got pushed back, but it didn't get pushed back because of me not hitting the deadline. It just got pushed back because like what I thought I needed wasn't it. Do you know what I mean? Like you might think you need something and be like, nah, you know what I mean? You get more ideas as it goes along. So I don't know. I feel like you can't say that with anyone because everyone's different and you'll feel it. Do you know what I mean? It's your album, so you'll feel like the energy and you know almost like you're hearing stuff and you're like can add this, add that, but then you get that feeling when you're like, yeah, this album's dope. So, yeah. And you have people around you, ears. You know what I mean? It's not just going to be you alone that's listening. So, yeah, you get ideas and, like, influences of other people to know that the energy's sick. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might play certain songs and be like, yeah, it's doing what I need it to do.
So now, as it's coming out, you're totally happy with how it's pieced together?
100%. Like, I know musically my thing is better than Bare Man's.
Yeah, I like that talk, you know?
Nah, trust me, like, it's cold, bro. It's proper cold, man. Like, I'm happy with myself. You know what I mean?
Do you write?
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you, like...
At home?
Like, do you write bars? Because, like,
yeah.
Were you writing that day in the studio? No, you write super quick then?
Yeah. I write fast. Like,
and it was, so it's like one take or two takes?
Yeah, I'll do, like, 2 takes. Like a couple, like, I don't know. It depends, innit? But, like, I write mad quick. Mad quick. But yeah, but I only write in the studio. Like I've tried to write at home so many times. And it's like, I just get distracted, go on my phone, just end up seeing what's on the socials. Cause like, I don't know, man. I don't know. For some reason, it's just like studio, I can feel the energy. I don't know. I work with energy sick. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, yeah, I'm in a studio, Hennessy.
Getting lit, man.
Yeah, and it's like, let's go. Do you know what I mean?
Innit?
Yeah, therefore.
How's I won't say how's money changed you, but like you've seen a bit of bread from music, man.
No, 100%.
What's the adjustment like?
It's cold. But it's like there's pressure on it as well, because like remember, where I come from is different. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there's guys like that are still stuck in my hood that are my peoples, and it's hard because I can't change everyone's life. Do you know what I mean? I'm not even far enough in my career to change like the big handful. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. So it's like there's a difference between having money but having money with what you're gonna do. Do you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, money to stay lit and all of that sick, but it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like I need the money where I can change people's lives. Do you know what I mean? People around me. And that's when I'll be mad happy, because then people, like, you know how, like, I don't know if, but like when you're in the hood, people are watching, do you know what I mean? Like, that's how it gets, do you know what I mean? So man could be happy for you, but they're not really happy for you, because it's always like, why him, not me? Do you know what I mean? That's just the mentality, because if I was stuck in the hood and weren't getting it, I'll probably think the same way. So I can't be mad at guys, but it's like, I don't know, that's on me. I've put myself in this position, so I just gotta go get it and help, do you know what I mean? Help who I can help. Do you know? But don't get twisted. Not everyone wants to be helped. Guys will act like it, but I just want a handout. I'm not helping no one, no handout, guys. That ain't happening. Do you know what I mean? But I'll help who needs to be helped. That's 100.
What's it really like growing up where you're from? Like, because we hear it in the music, but
yeah.
Let's cut. So, were you always born in South? Like,
yeah, like, bro, it's it's deep, bro. I've seen a lot, like, growing up, do you know what I mean? But
What kind of things do you know? And the reason why I'm trying to get this is because there's people who live and they don't understand
Yeah.
the world you are speaking about exists. They
Yeah.
don't get that the things you see in your products of your environment. Mm-hmm. So like, what is the things like? Okay, what's the first time you realize that the life that you're living isn't normal? Like,
I wouldn't say I'm living. I just knew like what I'm around is scary. I think like the first death I saw was probably like, how old was Terms? Like I was probably about 7 or something. I looked out my window, I see someone dying on the floor. It's not even funny. Like so it's like growing up, it's scary. Like I remember when that happened, I was scared. Like as a little boy, scared. I didn't even want to play out. Me and my friends were scared. My friend Ben, my friend GT, like we was little kids. They was probably about 10 when I was like 7. Like, yeah, they were like 9, 10. So that was like the first thing. Like, big homie Mage died. That was sad. Like, there was just loads of things seen growing up. Like, guns, crackheads, all of that. Like, it's, you know what I mean? And there's no way I can go. My mum can't move. Do you know what I mean? So we was just stuck. And then, my mum moved me to Hertfordshire with my grandma because like too much was going on. She didn't want me to be around and all of that. And then, yeah, I was just in Hertfordshire and Bournemouth, and it was different. You know what I mean? Like just a bunch of white kids and that. I'm in some white school, and but it was sick though because like it was completely different to what I knew. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm used to just tower blocks and everything bunched in, but then like it was mad because I realized that like all the cats that I used to see in like the neighborhood was just neighbors. So it'll be like neighbors smoking and everything. But here was like the same thing, but just in the countryside. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's different, but it's not because it's like, it's just the environment and what it looks like that's different. And the crime rate is completely, do you know what I mean? It's not as high than in South. So you almost feel safer, you know? But yeah, then when I had to come back to South because my grandma's house got repossessed. She lost the house when I was like, I think 13 or something like that. So I had to come back to South, back at mum's this bit. And
what's that adjustment like coming back?
Everyone was just like, I don't know. I knew everyone, do you know what I mean? I lived there my whole life, so I knew everybody. And I don't know, I was happy to see some of my friends and that, but it's like everyone was just advanced, you know what I mean? Because I was like almost trapped in the countryside, so it's like I'm stuck on, I still almost got a mind of whenever I left, you know what I mean, 11, 12 or whatever. So it's like all my friends are just, you know, moving forward in life. And people are like, it's grimy down there, man. Do you know what I mean? It's grimy. And I don't know, people are trying to find ways to get money and everything. So yeah, man, you just get caught up. I went to jail, come out, rapping. You know what I mean? My friends thought I was cold. We just started pushing the rapping thing and it worked. So thank God for that, man.
Yeah, death seems to be like, it's you've seen it more like than most people, especially at your age.
Yeah, death is sad, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, death is like, it's sad, but I don't know, like the major deaths that like we took, like my brother, Lats, and Biss is like, I don't know, man. I thought like the first one with Lats was like, I don't know, just it ruined everything, you know what I mean? Nothing's the same, it won't be the same. So, yeah. But I don't know. I didn't think that nothing could get worse, you know what I mean? And then Biss died, I was in jail when that happened, so it's like, you know? I don't know. Sometimes you feel like things could have, if certain things was going on or certain people was around, certain things wouldn't happen, but you can't dwell on it. So, but now it's like, I don't know, man, them two dying's almost like you feel immune to death. Like if someone else dies, it's sad to say, but I don't think it's gonna, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna break down how I've broke down before because I'm used to it. Like you can't get worse, you know what I mean? If someone else dies, just like, it was meant to happen, innit?
Yeah, that pain's been cut so deep now.
Yeah, man, so I don't know, man. It is what it is. I don't try to dwell on it. I don't know, man. There's nothing you can change, you know what I mean? Like, a revenge don't change it, you know what I mean? Like, unless they come back today, nothing can changing it. So, you know, that's just, I don't know. But that's what I say, like, when I say Jyrelle and Loski, like, that's not Loski's problem. That death is not Loski's problem, do you know what I mean? He can rap out whatever. That's just a character that's made. That's Jyrelle's problem that my fans don't need to get into, do you know what I mean? So I won't talk about that, no fans, no, like, you know, like, Yeah, man. It's just part of my real life story that I have to deal with. Do you know what I mean? That's no one else's problem. Not no management, not no label. So yeah, man, it's hard.
Yeah, man. Like we was actually in the studio with Biz for I Don't Mind, like, and it's like just seeing his energy and yeah, it's so sad like when those things happen. But I think, bro, I don't even know how you compute when you're actually locked inside, bro.
It's mad.
That must be hearing the worst type of news, bro.
Yeah, man, it's dead. It's dead still, but I don't know, man. I don't know why that stuff happens. Definitely with that, you know. I wish I knew, but
yeah. Is there any plans to kind of like, I don't know, because like I feel like you're 20, we're 21?
Yeah.
And you've seen the worst parts of the ends, but you're now in the music industry. Like, what kind of things, if you could do to try and, I won't say like help the community, like what do you think are the answers of the things that we need to try and do to try and get people back on track? Is it more opportunities in music? Is it jobs? Is it?
Yeah, like, I don't know, man. I feel like this music things are like, I think it's working right now slowly. Like, I don't know whether people like, oh yeah, drill's negative and they're chatting about this and that. I think it's like so much more positive than, I don't know, people are like almost doing music and not, because the people that are rapping, I don't know if people, like, they're not really doing nothing. Like, people are just rapping. Like, you're seeing, like, I'd rather they just rap it than really do it. Yeah. Like, these kids, then you're seeing 30 of them in videos or whatever, they're not really like that. Trust me, like, no one's really like that. All these rappers are not really like that. They're just rapping it. And I don't know, I feel like if they're just rapping, instead of really going out there, it's better to me because no one knows what it's like. Like, it's easy for everyone to have an opinion or anything, but you don't know. You're not living how we was living. Do you know what I mean? So I'm seeing kids just rapping. You know what I mean? Like, from that estate, my estate, that estate, they're just rapping. Like, they're not like that. And I think that's way better, like, if they just have this fantasy character and then they get signed or whatever, or they're getting shows or getting money from music and they go. Because they leave. It's what happens. Everyone that's rapping leaves. No one raps and stays in their hood. That don't happen. You know what I mean? Once you get to a certain position in this rap thing, you're gone. Like, and you can help. So even if you're living in the country or whatever and you're just bringing your friends out with you, that's better than them being on the block. Do you know what I mean? Like, lives are getting changed slowly. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. Everyone just becomes a millionaire and everyone's gone. That's not going to happen. But it's better than how everyone lives with no dreams. Like, at least there's dreams now. Do you know what I mean? Like, trust me, before, like, 3 years ago, it was, if you're not a footballer, you're done. You better trap or do fraud or something. Like, that's what was going on. Now, like, people want to rap. People want to sing or want to act. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially for black people, I feel like it's way better. Because I'm telling you, without being a footballer, no one went trying to be no manager or A&R, anything like that. In the hood, no way. Guys didn't even know what that was. Like, man.
Do you realize what you just said, the role you played in that though?
No, of course.
Because when you were kicking off, there weren't too many people in front of you, bro. So you inspired a lot of people. Defo. And like, it's just easier. Like, the door is defo easier. Even though it's hard because there's so much, but like, there's a chance. Do you know what I mean? There's actually a chance. And because it's like, there's so much people from different hoods, if I come through from my hood, I could help that man and that man come through. If he comes through from that hood, that man and that man can come through. And then more time, everyone's going back and forth with this little rap beef or whatever. So then people want to listen to the other side, and the other side's getting help. And that's going to help the crime rate go down, and I'm showing you, because people are going to be busy. Like, I'm busy. I can't be on my block right now. My brethren are busy because they're doing good stuff. Do you know what I mean? So when everyone acts like, oh, they're doing this and doing that, well, you find a way to stop it then, because crime was going on before that and before that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I hear all of that, oh, you're inciting this and inciting that, but they're doing it to get a way out. Do you know what I mean? They're not literally going out there. Like, trust me, these kids are not going out there. Like, they're not like that. Trust me, the youths that are going out there are not even rapping like that. Like, you know, and you can't stop that violence because that's been going on. So, yeah. And even just saying that, like, I see you wearing the Grafter t-shirt as well.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Like, it's just... It's just, and it's amazing seeing that, like, young black businessmen.
Trust me.
Like, you wearing a brand puts the brand even further. And I see Morrison with it. So.
I kill this one all the time. I kill it, Grafter. You know I mean? Yeah, man.
Quickly tell me about Grafter and about how it came together. I know it's what's
Dejan. Yeah, my dog. That is my dog, my bro. Like, I don't even know when he started this, but it's just like, I don't know, man. If I see my people doing something and it's dope, like, if it weren't dope, I don't think I'll be wearing it like that. But it's dope, do you know what I mean? It works. That's my dog. So, I push it, do you know? I don't even push it on a thing where like, go buy this. I just wear it because like, it's sick, it's my dogs, and people rock with it, do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? If Trapstar and all them brands can do it, hopefully they come for them and shell it as well, do you know what I mean?
If it weren't for music, do you think music's the only way that someone like yourself will be able to have like a decent
100%.
livelihood?
I didn't do nothing before music, bro. Nothing. I was just a normal block kid doing whatever to get money and just, you know what I mean? Being in like, it's mad. Without music, I was forced into so much situations without knowing. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know any better. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing I can do to put myself out of it. So you're stuck in a position where you have to do this. Without even knowing that you have to do this, you have to, because you can't do anything else. So music 100% saved me. That's why I disagree so much when people say, oh, drill this, drill that. Like, you know what I mean? Because it helped me. Do you know what I mean? And I'm seeing it help a lot of other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, so.
Hey, tell me about Nigeria, because you were talking about how lit it was over there. That's
Nigeria's peak, bro.
Music's making you travel that far.
That's what I mean, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? The government didn't help me go to Nigeria. That was me and my music. Do you know what I mean? So, nah, man, Nigeria was dope, though. Like, the way they live out there, like, Vito, that guy's a legend. I swear down, like, the way the people treat him, he's like a god out there, bro. Like, they love him. They can't believe it. Like, guy, oh, man. Like, I don't know. If you haven't got money, I'll say living out there is hard. Do you know what I mean? Like, it is hard. Like, I don't know what you have to do to earn money out there. Like, but if you have money, 100% I'll live out there. Like, I'll build out there and bake off a life. Like, bro, trust me, man. Like, trust me. It's dope out there, man. Like, it's proper sick, proper sick. And, like, just seeing, like, I wasn't even just on the rich side. Like, we was cutting through, like, main Lagos. Like, you're just seeing people, like, how they're earning their money. Like, you're seeing little kids, old ladies,
trying to sell
like, they're just walking around trying to sell anything to you. They got, like, 1,000 noodles on their back. They're just, like, that's their trapping, bro. Like, it's crazy out there. It's crazy out there. Like, you're seeing people just sell food. Like, you don't know. They're up from morning, seeing chickens just run past. Like, it's mad, bro. It's mad, but it's sick. Like, it proper makes you appreciate how much you got as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, it proper makes you appreciate. Like, I went into one part where we shot, that was, like, one neighborhood. And, like, you're just seeing so much brothers, like, on bikes and that. I was like, this is mad. Like, this is actually mad. But, like, it's crazy. Like, the way they love it, yeah. Like, them just watching, like, the music video and that made me feel like this is sick. Like, they appreciate it so much. They appreciate it way more than England.
But you know, the beautiful thing is, like, coming from where you're coming from, like, you telling the stories to other people, they'll start thinking, right, because they would never have seen that or experienced that.
It's cold, bro. It's cold. Like, I want to travel way more. Like, I want to go back. That's why I was so mad that, do you know, like, I only stayed for 2 nights. It felt like I was there forever. I don't get how I only stayed for 2, because I left on the Sunday and got back to England on the Thursday, so I don't get how it was 2 nights, but I think, like, I landed on a Monday, stayed that night, stayed Tuesday night, left Wednesday.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm telling you, man, hey, Nigeria, that's where it's at, 100%. Like, trust me, if you got dough, leave England. Trust me, like, it's dead. Because, like, oh, man, what you own, you feel like you actually own it. Like, here, I was so vexed to come. As soon as I got back through the airport, I was thinking, this is so dumb.
Grey.
Yeah, stupid town. This is dead. This is dead.
You spoke about your family being, like, happy that you now actually have, like, a job.
Yeah.
Is there, and I always wonder, like, when you're young, is there now pressure to now always be seen to, like, take care of the family financially? Or do you not let that get to you?
Like, I don't know, like, I didn't come from, like, a place where, like, all my family's popped down and, like, struggling and that. Like, my grandma's, like, my family's quite young as well. Like, my great-grandmas and that were still alive and all of that. Do you know what I mean? So, like, my grandmas are still working. Like, they're all healthy. Do you know what I mean? So I got loads of aunties. They all work and that. Like, they're all healthy. Like, if any of them did need help for anything, of course I would help. But, like, no, my family don't lean on me. Like,
they give you the space to just...
Yeah, like, they don't ask for it. And they're just happy that I'm not, because they've seen where I've come from. Do you know what I mean? Like, stuck in that. Even though I was stuck in that environment, it wasn't like I was struggling for food or anything like that. Like, my mum always made sure I had clothes on my back, eating and everything. Do you know what I mean? But she's just a normal working woman. Do you know what I mean? And that's just in a messed up environment. So now it's like they don't look at me like, oh, when am I getting my house? Like, you know what I mean? It's not that at all. But like, I got a lot of little cousins and that, so like I would buy stuff for them or anything. You know what I mean? I got little brother, little sister, so you know what I mean? It's like I look after them. If they need anything, if they ask me for anything, they'll get that. But like, no big people in my family are looking at me like, oh, where's my money? Like, nah.
Yeah, you're lucky for that one. Bro.
Yeah. I'll cut man off for that though, bro. You can't be coming to me to go out, where's my money? You're a grown-ass person. What you been doing? You know what I mean? Like, there's morals. They wouldn't do that, man. Like, no one ain't coming to me with their hand out. Nah.
I like it. Sometimes people do feel like they're obliged to do
No,
more.
of course. I feel like that's the hood,
not
man.
even family, but I mean like man them in the ends.
Yeah. Of
What you got
course
for me?
you get man on the ends doing that, but I don't know, you gotta be an Egypt for man to be leaning on you like that. Like, that ain't happening. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, yeah, that ain't happening. But of course, like, yeah, man, do you know what it is? People don't, in the hood, it's like you feel more guilt. Do you know what I mean? You feel bad for being successful. I feel like that's the only thing. I feel bad for my success because I feel like I'm leaving people that I grown with. Do you know what I mean? So, but, yeah, like, yeah.
At the same token, as you said that, like you spoke about before, but don't you feel like if you can do it, I know everyone's blessing is not equal, but if you
No, but there's not, it's the talent as well, do you know what I mean? Because I got friends that have, you know what I mean? They've gone in the studio, man's offbeat, and that's how I think jolting. He can't even do the rap thing. But it's like, you know, like, but that's just like, if a man's serious, they can be helped in, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
it's other ways, right?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, even Miz or Mac and that, like, them lot, they're doing the mad, like, he can rap, he's got the mad talent, do you know what I mean? But there's man them around and that's doing the clothing now, like the Spartan Supreme clothing, do you know what I mean? That they thought, yeah, forget the rap thing, we'll just do the clothing thing, and they're getting money from that, do you know what I mean? So there's bare things, like, it's not even just clothing you can do, like, there's management roles, there's like, even if it was like, obviously right now Corona, but like live, like tour manager roles, do you know what I mean? Like, there's just things that you can do around, do you know what I mean, to help people.
What's it really like being in the music industry though? Like being in the industry?
I ain't got a lot of industry friends and I'm not really up for all of that, man. I don't know why. I just like, I don't know.
It's work for you, right?
Yeah, I just don't feel like they get it. Like,
what don't they get though? What, get you or get where you're from or?
Yeah, I don't think they get where I'm from and that's so I just like, I'll see guys and I'll be like, yo, bro. Do you know what I mean? But I just keep it moving. Like, I ain't hitting no rappers like when we going out to eat. Like, dead. Like, do you know, I see all of that on the net and that I'm like, good for them, bro. But I just rather keep to myself. Do you know what it is? Because, like, as I said, I can't be everywhere like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I still got a lot going on. So I can't just, you know what I mean? But I love an industry party. Like, the Brits after party. I'm in there lit.
Yeah, you look
Ask about me.
Yeah. Because I do think that whole part of, like, the social aspect of artists, like, especially with your high profile.
Yeah.
So it's not like you're a rapper who's well known who's not.
No,
looked
of course.
At like you're,
yeah. It's hard. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when I see people, my energy's up. Do you know what I mean? Like, enough love, big up. Anyone that wants to work, if I think you're dope, I'll work with you. I'm not one of them guys that not gonna work with this guy and that guy. Like, I'm up for that. It's the music, it's the game. Do you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. I'm just like, if it's not music related, like, I ain't linking no rappers, no singers. Like, you know? So I don't know. Like, yeah.
It's like that. It's not a bad way to be. All right, so with the album, try and break down, like, pick 3 tracks that you can break down from like top to toe. Any tracks that, because I haven't heard the project yet.
What do you mean though?
Like, just walk us through the concepts and just how.
Yeah, cool. Like, the first 5-6 songs is like my drill section. So it's basically there's an interlude at the beginning explaining Loski, blah blah blah. I don't want to give away too much. So yeah, after that it's like the first 6 songs, the drill section, which is like almost, it's for my core fan base, obviously, because that's how I come out on this drill thing. And it's basically just me before I go to Feltham and, you know what I mean, rare. Then there's another interlude, which is me in Feltham, whatever, and I'm rapping to say, I ain't going back to Feltham, I'm coming out to shell it. And when I come out, it was like, that's when I first, like, apart from Teddy Bradshaw, Money and Beef, it's like, that's when I switched, like, reached out to a different sound, like Forrest Gump and that. So, like, the other 4 or 5 songs is like, how can I explain it? like radio, club songs, more upbeat. Do you know what I mean? That sort of vibe. And it's got like some dope features on there. Even the drill sections, I think it's got like 1 or 2 features on there.
But you proper thought out how you're sequencing the projects. Like.
Yeah. Then because it's music, chow, and trauma. Then the third section is like I have another interlude on there, someone speaking. Dope. Is like the last bit is like the almost trauma to the album. So it's like them last songs are more deep. So like where I'm at now, the environment, and almost, how can I explain it? Like not a message, like a message warning type of thing into like where to not go, and you know what I mean? But I don't know. I didn't want to do it as in like I'm just preaching. No one really respects preachers. People go to religion for that. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's like I don't want to preach to like my generation to where it's like, don't do this. Because man's going to think, brother, you don't know everything. Because I don't. But it's like you're almost talking to them to make them relate. As in, you're doing it in a way where man think, rah, I've been in that position. It must be true. Do you know what I mean? Make them question themselves. And I think that's maybe what I've tried to do with the album and make people see it in a different light. Because people are just expecting, I don't know, maybe splash this, splash that. Do you know what I mean? So I've tried to hit all audiences. Do you know what I mean? So my core fan base, my club, radio, reach out to different people. And then the last one's more like grown. Do you know what I mean? To like make people understand our generation. Because I don't think anyone's spoken for our generation like that.
The trauma part of it, do you feel like when you're doing the project, you're getting over it, or is it always going to stay, do you reckon?
No, to this day, bro. Like, I don't know when things will be right, man. I don't know. You know? I don't know. I question myself at night, like, bare times, like, when the thing's going to get better. Do you know what I mean? Or I talk to some of my friends about it, but I don't even think we talk to each other about it enough. Maybe it won't help. I don't know. But, like, trauma is just everything from, like, being 13 to now, the deaths, everything. Like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But it's mad because maybe, like, it's crazy, but, like, if I didn't go through the things I've gone through, I wouldn't be able to make this album. So, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to use everything that's happened as a blessing. Like, everything. Any death situation, any getting arrested, do you know what I mean? Going to jail. It's all just part of trauma, but you use it, like, so a way to not let that happen again. Do you know what I mean? Like, the deaths is made me and my friends smarter until we don't want no one to die. Do you know what I mean? Because we feel like we lost people in ways we didn't have to. Do you know what I mean? So it's like their deaths is almost, they died for us, not for us because they didn't want to, but it's like they died and it's made us, no, we can't do that. Don't make that move. Do you know what I mean? We know how that goes. So, yeah, man. Everything's a lesson.
Do you suffer from anxiety at all?
I don't know.
And the reason why I say that is because, like, bro, like as you know, like, me working with Blanco, him working on a project, I just see how much it is just for him just working on a project. But then there's you, fast forward, working on the album with all the things you got going on in life, the changes and such.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but you lot at the same age though. Like, it's,
yeah.
It's not like almost like, I don't know, bro. It's a whole different experience level.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm good under pressure though, almost. Like, you know what I mean? Just maybe good of getting to where I need to get to. So, because I'm lazy. I'm a last minute person as well. So I reckon maybe that's why I write in studio and everything. Like, I do everything last minute on the spot, like most of the time. So, yeah.
Let's talk about the Stormzy song. It's out. What is it? This week, right?
Yeah.
I see then that the concept looked kind of cold.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Talk me a bit about how that song came together, because we spoke about.
Yeah.
Before.
I think I saw him in Drake's party. That's why it's mad. I saw him at Drake's party. Well, obviously, like, I've known him from before that. So I saw him at Drake's party, and then he was just like bigging me up because I went upstairs to like smoke or whatever, and he was bigging me up for the Cool Kid song. And he was saying that he was in LA or something like that with his manager, and
he heard a beat, and then he was writing to it, but he said all he kept thinking of was my Cool Kid song. So then like, I think he done a verse or like a chorus or something like that. Maybe like 16 chorus. And then was like, oh, this needs Loski on it. So then when I bumped into him, he was just like, oh, like I got something for you, da 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 da. And then, yeah, like, just put it together. So I've had that song from, like, before I went jail last year. And, yeah, it's always just been a hot, like, he always says, like, this song's a hit. Trust me, like, it's a hit. Do you know what I mean? So if he's telling me that it must be a hit, he knows about them hits. Yeah. But, yeah, he's a real guy, do you know what I mean? His energy is real, like, I feel his aura a lot. And, like, I think he's at the top right now for like UK rap, 100%. Like, you know what I mean? That's the goal, man. You have to rate his thing. So like anything he says is like I proper take it in. Do you know what I mean? And he's another one, like he's not no preacher. Do you know what I mean? Just real advice. Do you know what I mean? To help man be in the position we need to be in. So yeah, I just big him up all the time as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the video yet, but I like the trailer looks cold.
No, yeah, it's cold.
I need to applaud like just the way you're rolling the stuff out, like even the album artwork, like all of this. So this seems like you really are putting that greater detail in. Not just like, oh, it's out now, check it out. It's like there is a concise effort to make it have the biggest impact possible.
Trying to. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just trying to be like the voice of my generation because this is like, I don't know, we almost related it to the Dizzy Rascal's Boy in the Corner, like that. When he brought that out, that was for that generation. Like anything with Graham, you have to mention that project. Do you know what I mean? You can't skip that project. So I just need everyone, when they mention drill or anything to do with my generation, they need to mention this album. As in like, yeah, this one stayed around. 10 years later, 15 years later, you know what I mean? 2030, man are still talking about, when Loski dropped that in 2020. So
that's a sick mentality to have because some people don't feel about that. Feel like that about the music.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like a lot, like even like you see something chart this week and then it just flies out by next week. Like I want this to stay around. You know what I mean? Like people keep coming back to it. Even gigs is Walk in the Park. It's like sick, yeah. People will never stop talking about that ever. There's a lot of projects like tapes, EPs, albums that just are here today, thrown out next month. So I don't want that for my team. No, I need it to stay around for lifetime.
Do you have any, it sounds cliche, but do you have any advice for like artists coming into who want to be in music or, you know, things that you've learned along the way?
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Therefore, like, a sick thing is who you know. And, cause, you know what I mean? A lot of people got talent, but no one. So they're just stuck in their little box. So I feel like who you know plays a big role. Links are always, you know what I mean? Like, this thing is, you have that link, you work with that person, you're gone. I don't know. It's hard for me because it's like as much as I want to be on like the radio all the time and branch out and make this sound, it's like you have to balance it with my core fan base and always give that to them. So I don't know.
So just to cut into, I do feel that people were like kept on going like, we want to hear the whole Loski. Like
I don't know what the old Loski is.
But you were hearing that as well.
Of course, but it's like I'm getting older, I'm evolving into different stuff, do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I always have to give them that like gritty drill stuff. But like to evolve and be better in my career and keep up, stay at the top, I have to do certain things, certain sounds, and do you know what I mean? Because it's a money game as well, do you know what I mean? So you don't do what pays you best, but you therefore make your hits, do you know what I mean? And still kill it. Back home, keep the streets with you. Yeah.
But my thing with drill is, and I'm not really a fan of drill per se, but is a genre that really wants its incumbents to grow out of it. It's just almost like they want you to sometimes just stay there,
of course,
and not leave.
I don't know. It's hard. Do you know what it is? Yeah. You can only be new once. So like,
true.
When I come out, I was new. You're new, you're hot. You only get that moment once. You don't be new twice. So you don't even want to come back because that means you fell off. So it's like, there's always going to be the new 17, 16-year-old coming out of the estate, rapping that crowd that everyone loves. Because you're only that age once and you only come out once. So it's almost like people will say, "Oh, old Loski," because they want me to compete with some new hot kid. It's like his thing's pepper. He just come out. Of course, you lot are gonna love that. You ain't heard that before. But then if you stay the same, it's like, oh, same thing, man's boring. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard. Fans are always gonna cuss and appreciate you. You just, you know what I mean? Know what you're doing's hot and keep shelling it. Like, do you know what I mean? Just stand out. Like, literally, man. It's hard. You can't give advice to no one because no one's in my life. No one is from my estate. They ain't gone through what I've gone through. So, like, it's hard to give advice. You know what I mean? Because everyone's going through different things.
Yeah, no, I hear that, man. Do you look at now? Like, would you ever see yourself as being, I know you're an artist still, but do you ever see yourself getting into management? Like, would you ever think about, not life after music, but
Nah,
how you
I
evolve?
don't want to be like a manager or nothing.
You don't want to be like Anthony, no?
Nah, man. I want to be like, I want to do the Denzel Washington thing, the acting thing. Yeah, cause I think it's kind of hard. I've been working on some film that man's been doing for my project. I reckon I'm gonna do that still. The actors get paid mad though. Like, was even working out yesterday, like, who makes more money musically, and like the music people make more money than actors. Was thinking like, does Jay-Z's music money and Denzel Washington's acting money, who makes more? So we couldn't really work it out like that. Some people said Denzel, some people said Jigga. So I don't know, but I think acting's dope, big man.
Yeah.
Doing the acting. Not no EastEnders though, big time. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to go America or something. You know Idris Elba?
Yeah.
I think he's a legend. Like, he's sick. So maybe that.
You got a personality for it.
Yeah, hopefully.
The acting thing.
Yeah, man, the acting, that's cold. Like, I don't know, man. Music don't last forever, you know what I mean? I feel like in America, it lasts way longer than here. Like,
That's true, yeah.
like, no one don't look at, like, So Solid and think, goats. Let's go listen to So Solid. But, like, if they drop an album today, man ain't gonna look at that like, oh, do you know what I mean? But if Jay-Z drops an album today, man are looking at, oh, the GOAT done it again. It's like, it just lasts longer over there. I don't know why. It's like, we don't appreciate the UK thing as much. We should. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, man. We've got our legends here as well.
Yeah, it's like when you get to like over 35, they start calling you old. I don't want that. You know what I mean? No, I don't want to, like, I don't know, man. I see older guys, but like, they're like, I big them up because they're sick in it. Like, they started the thing in that, but it's like, I can see man forcing it and trying to leech on to what's going on now, and that's dead, man. I'm not going out like that.
You know what it is though? It's because that generation never really got the coins that your generation.
No, it's for true.
So they feel like they missed
I feel like the older generation, they're way better at business. Like, bare man, I got like emmed up, but not even from music like that. They just end up because they put their money into some different stuff. Do you know what I mean? Then man's generation are just blowing it. I even blow it. But it's like, we got to stay smart, though. We got to stay clued up.
Who do you talk to about money advice, though? Because, like I said, the money's coming in so fast to an extent. Like, it comes in a lump sum.
Guys got to understand, though, like, where I come from, like, it's rare. Like, this is a dream, like, come true. Do you know what I mean? Like, this don't happen. So, like, when you're getting hit with all these digits on digits, it's like, oh, course you're gonna go buy that new watch, that new chain. Like, that's what, you know what I mean? That's what it's about, living life. But obviously the end goal, do you know what I mean? The end goal, properties and everything, it's gotta happen.
But I feel it's also like, it sounds like when someone's older, they look at thinking like, why is it the first thing they get the money, they buy the chain?
Because that's where we come from. That's what we started this for. Like, do you know what I mean? I remember like old, like, when I was younger, old school, like, do you know what I mean? First time you get your pay, you go Selfridges, you buy yourself some Giuseppe shoes. Like, we weren't buying it to go stack for no house. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't blame us for that's just the mind we have. Do you know what I mean? So when I see guys buying that new chain, new watch, I get that. And then guys might use like another artist as an example because he's getting mad dollar out, but he don't do that. Yeah, but he didn't come out flashy. So if he did start buying all this, you're going to think he changed. We're not changed. We had that mentality. Do you know what I mean? So it's harder. But everyone is clued up. It is clued up. Everyone is clued up because bare man are still getting houses. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
Do you ever think about, bro, I've actually spent a lot though on...
No, of course. I definitely think that. But like, I don't know, man. Like, it's the flashy thing to me. Like, I don't know. That's me, innit? Like, the cool kid. That's how I see it as.
Yeah,
so I can't.
It's on brand for you.
Yeah, like, I've put that out there from the start, so I ain't gonna stop. And, like, even, like, just little things, like, I don't know, taking my friends out or something, like, buying them stuff, like, they're still in the hood, so they need to look lit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's gal and that, they want to see all of that. So it's like, yeah, it's yeah, man. I don't want to be no old man too early, man. Do you know what I mean? I want to live my life a bit. Do you know what I mean? But therefore, you want to keep your money and save your money. Do you know what I mean?
But you want to enjoy your money too, innit?
Yeah, like, I'm young, bro. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I'm good.
What's it like? This is just separate, yeah. Don't even really have to really go into this. What's it like being, like, I've always wondered as a how would you date, bro? Like, just say like you're single or you're not, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't
bro,
go on dates.
I was thinking, how do you even meet girls, bro? Is it
Nah, I don't do that. Like,
how does it work then?
like, maybe, like,
Is it girls from the ends? Does it have to be like?
no ends girls are, nah, you lot are done. They're done, bro. Man's done with that. Aye, the ends. No, pick them up though, like, but obviously, like,
Those ones you put
yeah,
those little tweets about.
we're gone past that now, man. But yeah, like the dating thing, boy, there's a couple low bars and that, like, you might catch me in, but like, no one ain't catching me in them. I'll be in a low bar with the main one. I ain't even on a bare girl thing, like, just a main one.
But you got bare options, bro.
Yeah, there is options.
You know you're the
and
trophy for bare girls, innit?
Yeah, like,
Can they get Loski?
They're, I see them, but like, yeah, I'm just on a main one right now, man. She knows, so yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Grow Loski down.
Yeah. I feel like that. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I think it's sick to be exclusive sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Because I think like you get more girls. Like,
That's why you're a rapper sometimes, bro. You said sometimes.
Nah. But trust me, the exclusive thing, like, it's sick. Like, more girls are just, they're on you even more when they can't even. Yeah, bro.
Do you trust girls though?
For what? Like, for what though? Like,
Just in general, like, do you?
I trust one girl.
That's it.
I trust one girl. I don't trust no other girls. But I'm not around you to trust you. There ain't nothing I need to trust you with, because I ain't with you like that. Like, so what do I need to trust you for? That's why I say, for what? Like, what are we doing to get trusty?
But trust you.
Yeah, what are we doing?
I think sometimes having a support system in one person is...
One girl will know
girl.
more about you than bare man will. She'll know more about you than you know. Like, that's why I say, like, one girl I literally trust. Like, but that's over time. I didn't meet her and think, oh, I trust you. Like, I trust her now. Like, do you know what I mean? It didn't start like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Would you ever see yourself get married?
Yeah, like, I don't know, when I was like 18, I used to say I'm gonna get married at 23 and that, but that's in like 2 years. I don't think I'm gonna get married that early. Hopefully though, cause I feel like, imagine I'm young black man in his bag, married and that. They're gonna be like, ooh, I need him. So it brings even more. It's just fun. The attention's nice. I don't really want them though. I swear.
Kind of rounded up, bro. Like, what kind of message do you want people to get from the album? Like, I know you segregated it into like 3 parts, but
just I don't know. I don't think people know enough about me. I don't talk a lot on my socials. Like, I make tweets now and then, but I don't like.
Your tweets always go viral, by the way.
Yeah, they kill me. But like, sometimes I do stuff just for the, like, do you know what I mean? Just like play with.
Because you know it's gonna end up.
Yeah,
on the blogs.
It kills me. But like, I don't know. People don't know a lot about me. I think people, like, if you just listen to my music and like, I don't know, read like all these charges or whatever, people are just gonna think, typical you from the hood, angry kid, just raps about, you know. But that's not me. Like, when people sit down and talk to me, I think they have a way different picture than, even if people meet me, like, they might see my face and think, yeah, Loski's. Because I don't walk around with happy, smiley face, you know what I mean? Quiet, straight face. So, I don't know. I think I want people to have a better picture of me and see what I've been through to understand maybe why I come across certain ways or rap about this and that. And also just be the voice of this generation to, like, make other people understand what is going on around us, you know what I mean? Because people are just, I don't know, I'm seeing, like, I don't know, influencers and other people just say anything almost. You know what I mean? Like it's like I feel like they make up stuff or just come to a conclusion by listening to drill music. But like I said, kids that are not even like that, you're just listening to them and coming up with anything.
So do you, and just to that point, do you feel sometimes like you're almost as a black man being attacked from within by your own people?
Yeah, of course. Not in my hood.
No, I mean in terms of like media, in terms of like people trying to always put that narrative.
I don't know.
On the drill element, and
I've never had an interview where like I felt like someone's trying to lean on me, where they've got their own opinion and just pointing the finger. I don't know, maybe if my PR team not put me in those positions or something, but I've never had that. So with like influencers and whoever, I feel like they're just intrigued and want to know about it. So I've always told them my side. But I defo see like tweets and like little clips on blogs and stuff of like people chatting this and chatting that. And then like what really annoys me is like when they get like certain other rappers that know nothing. They're from a different generation.
to speak on.
To chat about arting, like, bro, you not even like that. Like, I hate that stuff because it's like you don't know anything. You know about your generation. Don't talk on arting. Obviously, it's sick. Yeah. Look up to the grown guy, but it's like you don't know anything.
Or they should just reach out directly.
Yeah,
personally.
like I feel like they don't reach out to enough of us, and then they just have all these other opinions. So I'm linking all these influencers and giving. Yeah, bro.
Hey, just randomly, because you said people don't really know you. Do you watch football a lot? Or you're not really a sports person?
Now and again.
Do you have
Like,
a team? Or do
you know what? I support Chelsea now still.
Wow.
I went Chelsea Stadium yesterday.
and they got you.
I supported Man City like for like a year and a half, 2 years.
See,
but
like, you're
done with
blank
that.
on that Man City nonsense.
No, I don't support them no more. I support Chelsea now.
Yeah, but Blanco needs to dead that, man. He needs to know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Come to
Blanco's
United.
on it. United tired as well. But yeah, I support Chelsea now for everyone that wants to know. I'm going to announce it soon. Yeah.
And are you a gamer at all? Like, do you play
Yeah, FIFA. Just bang FIFA.
the latest one?
Yeah, 21.
Who's the best out of all of you, lot?
What, at football?
Yeah, no, FIFA.
Oh, probably Blanco still. Blanco's a bang out.
He beat Blanco easy.
Oh, set on. No, Blanco's...
Peppered him in his yard.
What? No, Blanco's peak,
Are you
bro.
for real?
No, Blanco, like, he must have been, I don't know, he must have smoked that day. I don't know. Blanco is cold. Blanco's cold.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever like do sports though, like just on a normal tip or?
Yeah, I used to play football.
really?
Like, I actually used to play football. I was cold. Like, cold.
Snow
cold.
was cold.
Snow. Yeah, bro. Snow was cold, bro. Snow was the best. And, like, he used to play for Arsenal. Like, yeah, bro. But that's what I mean. Like, bro, you get trapped in without even knowing. Like, God knows why he fell off the football team.
So
Like,
he's proper.
yeah, bro. Like, even like Reece Nelson and that was on the same team as him, bro. He was better than everyone, 100%. Snow was cold. Like, no, I don't just say that like because it's my brethren. Snow was cold, bro. Snow was meant to go. But you just get caught up in stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, trust me, man. I wish he made it. Like, that would have been dope. Man's a rapping, Blanks rapping, Mizzo rapping, Snow's a footballer. Like, that would have been mad. But it's like, do you know what? It's also like when you're young, yeah, like 15, 16, no one was making money from football. So it's almost like, you know, like you're stuck without anything. So you just want to go and get money. So it's hard, man.
No, that's crazy, man. And any last words to the fans, the people who support you, the real supporters,
Yeah.
the Loski supporters?
The album, yeah, got pushed back to 20th of this month, November. Everyone go download it, stream it, buy it. Like, it's dope. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's gonna love it, man.
You got physicals with that as well.
Yeah.
Okay, and you got the merchandise.
Yeah.
Merchandise cold. So.
Mm-hmm.
Loski, man, big ups for your time, my
Big
bro.
up, bro, big
And
up.
like, I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna buy the album, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is important to support. I think this is the one thing I would love your generation to do is instead of streaming, actually just
Buy it.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Because the streaming thing, you don't win all day on streaming.
No, of
but
course.
You need those
Mm-hmm.
things, man. Oh, and lastly, I was gonna say, it sounds cliche, but if you weren't making music, do you know what you'd have wanted to do, like growing up? Was there a career you wanted to do when you were in school?
No, like I wanted to be a footballer when I was younger. That's what I was saying. Like,
Just football.
yeah, like just that, man. Then like once I lost that, I was just lost in the, you know what I mean? Lost in the hood, man. But yeah, we come away from all of that. So It's just music right now.
It's the music. All right, my broski. Much appreciated.
Love, my bro.